So we're at a beach in a valley, and it looks like, check this out, wild horses from this valley. I'm gonna go see if I can say hello. Hi. Nope, not happening. That's pretty cool. Check out this beautiful trail. It's right along the coast, the ocean. It's incredible. Nice up and down motion of the trail, soft dirt, warm air. That's why it's pretty cool. Hey, so I just got back from Hawaii and I'm back home in San Francisco. Enjoying a really nice day and reflecting on what the last 3 weeks in Hawaii have been like. And in this video I'm going to talk about the fruit situation in Hawaii, and then I'm going to talk kind of about the culture and some of the things I experienced that I really wasn't expecting. First of all, I had a great time. It was relaxing, it was difficult, it was new and different, and I loved it. I'm also glad to be back. It's nice to be sleeping inside a building. It's nice to not be roughing it so much and being in more control of what I do day to day. But anyway, the fruit in Hawaii. So going into Hawaii, I was basically eating less calories than I wanted to on the mainland because I couldn't find fruit that was to a high enough standard for me. And I was having trouble with bananas. Didn't matter what organic brand they were, I just couldn't do them. So I was eating less calories than I wanted. I was working out less than I wanted to. And I thought that once I got to Hawaii, I was just going to be binging on tropical fruit because mangoes were supposed to be coming into season, jackfruit was supposed to be coming into season, pineapples were supposed to be in season. I was supposed to get some end of season durian, and I got lots of durian actually. There was just like this whole list, and I looked at that and I said, well, I'm just going to eat tons of mangoes and pineapples and jackfruits, and I'm going to be able to, not eat low quality stuff. I'll just have high quality stuff all the time. And that didn't really happen. So the deal with Hawaii, or at least the Big Island, I can't really speak to any of the others, is that it's obvious to me you can grow everything there. And you can grow it year long. You can create a tropical fruit paradise in Hawaii. And people have done it, obviously, and people talk about other people who have done it, who are able to be very sustainable and have some great projects going on. And there are people who are continuing to do great work planting fruit trees. But for the most part, fruit that gets to market, it's picked underripe, so it's not really of a good quality. Two of the basic staples that you'll find in Hawaii are apple bananas and papayas, and they can both be pretty good. The apple bananas have like a really nice kind of like tart green apple flavor behind the sweetness of a banana, and they're pretty tasty and they're pretty cheap. They're like $1 per pound. And then the papayas, which if you get solo or rainbow, they're probably not GMO, is what I hear. Solo is more likely to be GMO than strawberry, but I was getting both of them and the solo tasted better to me. But what I found with the papayas is that they were picked too early, and oftentimes they didn't ripen properly. And even with the bananas, sometimes the racks were harvested too early and they didn't have, they weren't they were good, but they weren't always that awesome. And I really didn't want to go to Hawaii to eat bananas, even if they were apple bananas. And with the pineapples, the mangoes, and the jackfruit, none of them are quite in their peak season yet, but I was supposed to be able to get, some good quality stuff, and I didn't. Didn't get any choice jackfruit. I had a jackfruit in San Francisco actually, right before I left, and that jackfruit was just so much better than anything I had in Hawaii. Um, Oftentimes, the jackfruits we cut into, we pay like $20 for a jackfruit, cut it open, and it's completely white and tasteless and inedible. Or, you'd buy a 40-pound jackfruit for $40 and you cut open it and it's not really that good at all. And the pineapples were not that great. I did have some great Rolinea and I had some great mame. Those were really good. And the mames are cheap too. Like, you get a mame that's like this big and it costs you like $5 or $6 and it's like 1,000 calories. And that's a really great fruit. That was my first time having that, and first time having Rolinea too. Those are kind of more expensive, but they taste really good, and I feel good when I eat Rolinea. Another really cool thing about the fruit situation there is that you can grow tomatoes year long. Although you're supposed to grow the smaller varieties because the bigger varieties tend to get stung by this particular wasp and then they die, so people are growing the cherry tomatoes more often, and they can grow all year long and they're pretty good at market, but they're still not harvested like as they should be, like vine ripened. So the quality's kind of hit or miss. Vegetables were really great. Vegetables are really good. I had gone for many months without vegetables before going to the tropics, and all of a sudden once I got to the tropics I actually really wanted to eat a lot of vegetables, which was just kind of out of nowhere for me. I wasn't expecting it. If anything, I was expecting the opposite. So I ate a lot of Napa cabbage, lettuces of different varieties. You can get them organic there, and they have really nice flavor. They're often not as bitter as what I've been getting on the mainland, and I really enjoyed that. Let's see what else. The avocados, I thought I was going to love them. I wasn't too big on them. I found a lot of them to not have a lot of taste, and for something that is supposed to grow in abundance in the wild, they were really expensive, like $2 or $3 for a big avocado. So yeah, like the fruit was not what I hoped. I did manage to get a lot of really good fresh durian, but that's only because I was hanging out with the fruit people who know where to get it. Most of the time you go to market and it's $4 per pound, and you're not guaranteed it to be good. You're not guaranteed to get a good amount of pods either, because they're not all like the Thai varieties that tend to have consistent pods. So it's oftentimes like you're paying a lot of money and not getting much durian. And honestly, a lot of the durian you can get at market, or at least that I was getting this time of year, I heard it was much better early on. But the frozen stuff, if you get a good frozen durian on the mainland, you can pay $2 per pound and get some pretty good stuff. I know the fresh is better, but on the other hand, like when you go over there, you don't have peaches, you don't have stone fruits, you don't have as reliable a supply of mangoes and jackfruit until they roll into season. So the fruit's good, everything grows there, people are starting to grow it, and it has tons of potential. But right now where it's at, I kind of prefer the food on the mainland, I think, because it's more accessible to me, because there's a higher demand here for it, and there's more, I don't know, I guess culture around fruit, or I don't know. I just feel like there's a bigger demand for fruit, so it's going to be more available to me.